Okay, good morning, everybody. I'm on a camp. Welcome to Profit in Your PJs. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning here in sunny Southern California. We do this every single week. This is a time when we get to come together, learn, grow, share tips, tricks. We've got all kinds of different trainers that we get on here. We do record this. It is being recorded now. It will go up on my YouTube channel if you're not currently subscribed or your teammates are not currently subscribed. You definitely want to jump on there and subscribe so that you get notifications whenever we put up new videos or new content. So thanks for being here this morning. Thanks for participating in your future. We are all entrepreneurs. We are the CEO of our own business. And so I'm going to get us started today, just kind of going over some of the announcements, and then I want to share with you some training for today as well. So let me just share my screen and get into it here. Okay, so I have a very full desk this morning. I am really fired up this morning. I just got back from spending the last 4 or 5 days with Eric Worre. I've gone, now this is my 3rd year I've spent at Beyond Leadership. It's a 4-day Beyond Leadership event that he does, and it's for 6- and 7-figure income earners, and it's really, really powerful. It's definitely next level. It's amazing to be a small fish in a big pond, and that was how I felt. It's so amazing to be around people that are earning incredible amounts of money, and when I say that, I mean like upwards of $2 million a year. So I love how much that demonstrates what the potential is in this industry. And a couple things that I want to make note of before I get into the meat, but I want to go back and unshare here for just a second. What I want to talk about really quickly is just the industry as a whole. And I think that most people don't understand how incredible this industry really is. And this is something that I've known for a long time, but it's something that I really had on my heart to share with you this morning because I think most people don't really know. And I think sometimes our friends and family think that network marketing is for people who can't get a job. And it's really quite not like that at all, because over $2 billion annually in goods and services is actually moved through this business model. That's a huge, huge number. But not only that, but over 200 million in commissions are paid out annually to people like you and I. And this industry is known for creating the most millionaires than any other industry out there. And so I say that because it's something I've known, but I think it's not something that I communicate enough to the team. And so I want you to really step into the greatness of what this business model can do for you and what it's all about. And I think sometimes when someone says to us, oh, is that a pyramid? I just cringe at that, because that really shows that people, they're just ignorant. I don't mean that ignorant in the bad word way, but just ignorant in the actual definition of the word. They just don't know. They just don't know any better. And I think that it's really important if somebody says, sometimes someone will say, is it network marketing? And I always say, oh my gosh, you're darn right it is. Did you know that right? And then you can go into that if you just learn that little bit. $200 billion annually of goods and services actually moved through this powerful word of mouth vehicle. And it really has now become the preferred method for new companies to take a product to market, right? You're seeing a lot of advertising on Facebook and Instagram, and that's because people are getting savvy, right? Business is changing. And I think it's really important for us to know that and really understand what it is that we have. And so I wanted to start with that this morning because it was literally on my heart, and it was an aha moment when I realized, wow, that's something I know, but it's something that I need to communicate to the team, something you need to learn a couple of those sentences and really stand tall in that when you're talking to people, because this is a viable means of distribution and it is a powerhouse industry. So with that said, this weekend was very, very powerful. I was asked to come in actually a day early. I got to be involved in Eric Worre's mastermind group, which are his top income earners from all different companies, all different walks of life. The average income in the room was $800,000 a year in income, and there were only 18 of us, and this was at his home. And if I could even begin to describe it, it was 4 years. It took 4 years to build this home. It was very contemporary style. It was the state of the art, everything. And one of the biggest takeaways that I got there was Eric Worre does his GoPro every single year, which is the event that, I mean, we have such world-class training and world-class tools here in this company. Another big takeaway is when you listen to people talk about the lack of tools and how they're creating their own PowerPoints and they're creating their own training and they're creating their own documents and they're having to create their own systems. We have a lot of tools already. We are so incredibly blessed by being here at this company, and we have world-class training. And speaking of training, if you didn't have a chance to watch Neora University last night, it was amazing. Linda Lindsay did such a great job of talking about how to grow your business so simply just by growing at 10% per month, which might just be one more customer or two more customers between you and your teammates. Wow, it was really eye-opening for me, and how by the end of the year you've grown it just, a massive percentage more than you would have. But we have world-class training, and so being there with some of the most extraordinary leaders, you're going to see me rolling out some awesome content, some new systems that will be very, very easy to follow, and not getting away from the system that we have at Neora, because our system's great, but refining the system in a way that makes it really easy to get someone started, really easy to get them a check. One sheet that will include some scripting, but we're going to be rolling that out. I don't want to get too far ahead of the game. But I do want to start with the announcements really quick. I want to get those out of the way. I want to jump into some other content that I've got for you this morning. So let's go back to that real quick and get that big screen up. There we go. So just some quick announcements. If you missed this yesterday, please, please, please write this down. End of the season flash sale for the last week of the month. These are amazing prices for this bundle of Prolistic lotion. I actually put this Prolistic lotion on my feet every night right when I get out of the shower, and I put my socks on so that I can soak it in really good. And I got to tell you, I have never had such soft feet, but there's lots of ways to use this. We already know it's not a product knowledge training this morning, but this lotion is amazing, and it's paired with the Illuma Boost. So end of season, people have been in the sun. They've probably got a little bit more sun damage, a little bit more blotchiness. Perfect pairing of these two products as we finish out the month. So you guys, please grab some of this yourself. Take advantage of this. This is a reason to call your customers. Let them know that you've got a great pricing on this. It's roughly $25 off, you guys, so it's a great, great savings. Also, definitely want to make sure that everybody is signed up for one of these two events. I will be at both. I will be training at both. I cannot wait to see you guys. I've already booked my plane ticket to Indianapolis. I know a lot of the leaders are going. And you guys, I can't talk enough about the importance of being at these events. If there's any way you can get there, get there. If you need help getting there and you need to get creative with babysitting or travel or whatever it is, please reach out. We're here to help you. Very, very important. I know there's going to be a lot of training around the skills. Okay, so a lot of times in our trainings, we get product knowledge, and we get a lot of announcements, and at our regionals we talk a lot about recognition, and we get different trainers that say and do different things. But this is going to be meat and potatoes, the skills that you need to go out and really build your business. And we've got some of the top trainers from both East and the West Coast mixing it up and training at both, so you don't want to miss this one. Also, I think that it's important to promote. One of the things I learned over this weekend is that the highest income earners promote events. They don't miss events and they promote events. There was a whole segment on promoting events. So you're hearing me out this morning loud and proud. Get real, the biggest event of the year. It is in May 14th to 16th. It will be in Dallas, so you don't want to miss that either. Something big is coming. So yesterday on the NMD call, there was an announcement made that something big is coming for those of us that enroll new brand partners in August. So I don't know what it is. Sometimes people call me after these calls and they're like, oh, what is it? Well, honestly, I don't know. So you're just going to have to take my word for it. But I tell you what, they were pretty darn excited. I don't know what it is, but at the end of August, we're at the end of the summer. We've got people going back to school. We've got, I shouldn't say people, kids. Well, actually adults too, because college students are going back to school. But it's back to school. It's back to business as usual. I know there's a lot of distractions throughout the month, but don't let your minimums be your maximum, and let's power through the end of the month. Get another brand partner or get your brand partner for this month. If you haven't gotten one already, need help, we're here to do that. Rise Up, Rank Up, we are at the very tail end of this promotion. There are awesome bonuses available to you and very easy to go out and get. So I'm going to kind of show you how to see and determine what to look at in your back office, and we're going to do that just in a minute. But I do want to stop sharing here for a second, and I want to go back and I want to talk about really 3 parts to the end of your month here, and really part 1 is all about you. So part 1 is all about you in that, what are you doing? What is your personal activity? Where are you in terms of the goal that you set out for yourself at the beginning of the month? So what does that look like? So are you where you wanted to be? Did you slack off? Did you get distracted? Did you, I love the saying, all distractions are equal, meaning it doesn't matter if the distraction is a dentist appointment, it's equal to the procrastination in the moment when you don't want to pick up the phone. All distractions. I love that saying, and it was a saying that I heard while I was at the Eric Worre event this weekend, and it really hit me, so I wanted to share it with you. But right now, this is the time to do the activities that will get you where you want to go to that goal. So where are you? What is your personal activity? So if, for example, you wanted to hit director and you knew that last month you ended at, say, 2,500, and this month you needed to be at 3,500 to get to director, you had your 3 brand partners, and that was your goal. How much of that goal were you going to go out and get yourself? Or were you just going to jump all over your team and try to get your team to go do that, right? So we all have to take personal responsibility for the activities that we do. So let's stop here just for a quick second, and I want to talk about DMOs. DMOs are your daily method of operation, okay? And we have our 10 core commitments, which are phenomenal. There are so many companies that don't have this kind of thing, but I want to boil that down for you guys here this morning, and I want to give you what your DMOs should be. So these are the non-negotiable things that you do every single day. So number 1, use the product. Become a product of the product. Take your before and after pictures. Think about how well those sleep and energy chews are working for you, and develop your story around that. So use the products, become a product of the product, and develop your story around the products, okay? Really, really important, because in the moment where somebody's saying, oh God, when you ask the question, you know me, I talk about becoming a master asker, but when you ask that question, hey, how you doing with your sleep? Or, hey, how's your memory? Or, hey, how's your, are you having any, gosh, as I get older, I'm having some of these issues with my stomach. Are you having any like gut issues? Like, I love to ask a lot of different questions. So when you're asking these questions, it gives you the opportunity to tell your story. So develop your story, and we do that by using the products. So that's number one in your daily method of operation. Number two is share the products. Share the products every single day. Share the products. We can share the products so simply at lunch or at the office or wherever we go. Don't drink that youth factor alone. Open it up, shake it up in your bottle, and use the products in front of people. Share the products, talk about the products, give people samples. Ask the questions. Gosh, what about your skin are you not in love with? And it's interesting in making that comment. I had a prospect that I've been working with. She's a cold market prospect. She's looking for some kind of business. She's looking at all kinds of different things, not just network marketing. And I said to her, she said, no, thank you. I'm not really interested in the business. I had sent her a video. And she said, no, I'm just not interested, but, thank you very much. And this was all, by the way, through texting. And I texted her back, and let me see if I can find the text really quick. And I said to her, what about, let me see if I can find it really quick, because it was a really good example of continuing to move the needle with somebody. And I just said, she said, I'm not interested. Thanks anyway for taking the time to show me this. So first I had sent her an audio, a 2-minute audio that we've been working on refining, and we're going to send it out to the whole team here in the next 48 hours or so. So everybody has, it's a recruiting audio. So I was testing it, and I've been testing it to see if it would work. And she said, I sent her the audio, and she said, I'm done. I'm still interested. Send me the video. Because what I told her was, I'm going to send you an audio, and I want you to take a listen to it. As soon as you're done, can you listen to it now? It's 2 minutes. She said yes. I said, as soon as you're done, text me back and just let me know if you want to see the video. The video is 4 minutes, but I think you're going to want to see it. So she said, I said, here's the audio. Take a listen. 2 minutes. 2 minutes later, she said, done. Still interested. Then she said, then I said, great, let me send you a video. Here you go. It's only about 4 minutes. So I sent her the video. When she was done with, I could see, because she was on Go Prospect, that she was watching it. I could see that as soon as she was done, literally, she texted me back and she said, I'm not interested. Thanks anywhere for taking the time to show me this. Now, the inclination there is to just stop, right? And go, oh gosh, she's not interested. Okay, next. Because remember, we are not convincing. We are sorting through lots of people. And I talked last week about lots and lots and lots of people, not just a couple people, not just talking to one person 100 times, talking to 100 people once and getting the ball rolling, right? Not interested, thanks anyway. So I said, can I just ask for your feedback? What about the video caused you to become not interested? Now, I thought, oh, network marketing. She's going to think it's network marketing. She got turned off to network marketing. I was totally wrong, you guys. So she said, it's the products. I'm not intending to sell something that I wouldn't use myself. Aha. Wow. So I said, I so appreciate you taking the time to give me the feedback. Thank you. One last question, ... Are you interested in trying the products before you say you wouldn't use them? And she said, no, I'm not, but thank you. So how many of us would have stopped there? Most of us. And I said, great, have an awesome week. And she said, thanks, you do the same. And then I said, save my info. If you know anyone who's looking, who wants to look better, or anyone that wants to feel better and try some great wellness products for free, or wants to make some extra money, no one's allergic to money, right? Question mark, LOL. Send them my way. I always appreciate referrals. So I did that for 2 reasons. One, I always ask for referrals, so put that down, always ask for referrals. But number two, I wanted to plant a seed, right? If you know anyone who does want to look 8 to 10 years younger in the next 90 days, if you know anyone who does want to feel great and have a spring in their step, if you know anyone that's not allergic to money, send them my way. I say that all the time, allergic to money. And she said, will do, exclamation mark. So it was a really lovely conversation. And I put her, I use index cards, a lot of you know, I put her in my tickler file to touch base with in a probably 3 weeks, maybe 30 days or so, just stopping by to, sometimes I'll say, oh my gosh, another one, and just share a before and after pictures. Hope you have a great day, because I'm going to continue to drip on her. So daily method of operation, number one, is use the products, be a product of the product. Number two, share the products with everyone all the time, everywhere you go. Make sure that your tools are labeled and make sure that they have a way to get a hold of you, and definitely get their information so that you can follow up with them. Number three, share the business. Share the business. It is our best tool. Thank you, Debbie Jo, for calling that out before we started the recording here this morning. But you're absolutely right. It is our best product. So I've started saying that when people say, what's your best product? I always say, actually, I think our best product is actually the business, because the business changes lives. We know everybody wants the products. That's a given. I always say that. It's so much fun to have something everybody wants. And I laugh. And then, from there, it piques the interest and gives me the opportunity to go on. So share the business. We have, as I mentioned, some really great tools coming, some one sheets that will help with you with, some verbiage, all through texting, really a simplified, very straightforward way. Going to be rolling that out to all of the leaders later in this week, and they'll be rolling it out to everybody else. Wasn't quite finished yet by this morning. So the next one, number 4, promote the event. Oh my gosh, promote. I'm telling you, when I sat with these, 6 and 7 figure earners, when I listened to the way that they promoted. So there were a couple of guys there. They were from Egypt. It was so cute. Their names were Islam and Islam. They had the same name, and they had this wonderful accent, and they were building a team, and their company has tools, but they don't have any tools for them in Egypt. They've had to create every single tool. And they talked about how they were promoting this event, because just like we have a national conference for us here, an international conference every other year here, they had nothing there, and their company was not planning to come to Egypt. And they were growing a team, and they were growing a team really, really fast, and they were plugging people into these trainings that they were doing. And when I listened to the system with which they were promoting, they had the whole thing systematized. So they had a group of people that were part of a team called in service. So these guys that were in service meant they had a special title, they had special recognition, they were in service to the team. In other words, they were volunteering their time to serve the team, to be part of the committee, to go and work and get their conference. It was their team, but they were doing something as big as a national conference because their team was growing so fast. So long story short, they were able to promote, and they promoted so hard, and they drove this so intensely into the culture that by the time their conference came, they ended up being in a giant stadium, because guess what? They had 45,000 people at this event. And you guys, it wasn't the company, it was the team. The team. Can you imagine? And some of us, we'll go to the regional and we'll have 40, 50, 60, maybe 100 people at a regional. And I just thought to myself, shame on us. If they could promote 45,000 people to get to a training event. Oh my gosh, you guys, we can do it too. So promoting to something that's coming, promoting to September. We should be right now locking down every single person on our team and getting everybody that we know to get there. Every single new person, especially, because that event is literally a month away. So let's really get good at promoting the next event, whether it's the market party or whether it's the RRP, promoting the RRP, promoting the regional, promoting the national conference, promoting these power trainings. You guys, master promoters, every person in that room was incredible at promotion. It was one of my biggest takeaways. And the last one is personal development. So in your 5 things, you know, we all know that we start this business with very little skill. Self-development partly is learning how to do what we do, learning the skills, the 7 skills. So finding people, inviting people to take a look, right? You've seen me do the training on those 7 skills. Those 7 skills are the most important. And you haven't, go back, because on my YouTube channel, I train on, I break each one of those 7 skills down. So they are finding people, inviting people to take a look. How do you get someone to take a look at your product or your opportunity? Presenting the information, using tools, how we present the information, following up. Oh my gosh, how important is the follow-up this week? Follow up. And then also promoting that, following up, closing, how to close. If you ever wondered how to close, go back. I've got a video all about closing. I've probably got several of them on here. But closing, how to close, how to ask for the sale, how to get the credit card. Because, right, even though we're sharing, we are selling. Eventually, we do need to get the credit card and close the deal. So, and then, of course, getting the new person started, whether it's getting the new customer started properly, which, by the way, we're going to have a document that really outlines exactly how to do that. That's coming out also this week for you guys. Just a checklist, a reminder list, and things you can do to retain your customers. And then lastly, getting a new brand partner not lastly, but 6, getting a new brand partner started. And the last one is promoting events. So those 7 skills are the 7 skills you need to be really good and world-class at your business. So don't ever finish out a day without hitting all 5 of your DMOs, your daily method of operation, and really pressing into that. So guys, we've got only a few days left in the month. We've got an amazing promotion with that, the Prolistic and the Illuma Boost, a great reason to go back and talk to your customers, a great reason for you to take advantage of that yourself, grab some for yourself at that low price. We have Rise Up, Rank Up. We've got bonuses sitting there right there. I didn't have time to go over reports today, but it's so easy, guys. Go in your back office, go on your leader dashboard, go in your report center, click the very first button on your report center, take a look at your entire team, and you can see what was their highest rank and what rank are they right now. And you can look right across, you can see what the numbers are. Any one of us as leaders are happy to go in your back office with you, or to pull up we call it the dummy account. It's just a fake account that we can use to teach and train you. But if you don't go in and inspect, so really just getting back to this last piece, part 1 is all about you. Part 2 is identifying who on your team can rank up. Who is it? There's a ton of people in there. Who's close to 3 or free? Who's close to getting their 6? Who's close to getting their 9? Who's close to the team PC bonus, right? Who's close to that? And where are you in getting to 1,500 in personal sales or 3,000 in personal sales? I trained on that last week. Where are you there? If you're not sure and you're not sure what I'm talking about, go back to the training last week and take a look at that. And then, you know, part 3 is, part 2 is identifying. Part 3 is now, what are you going to do to help those people rank up? Because in helping them rank up, of course, that gets them a bonus. What's in it for them? That's extra money. What's in it for you is building your team by helping other people rise up and rank up. So you guys, This is our time. It is absolutely go time, and we are pedal to the metal to burst right through the end of August and into September. So absolutely marrying the months together is vital to your business. Fall is the biggest time in the year for this industry. And so how you end this month and how you begin next month is vitally important to the rest of your year. So I just want to commend you guys on all your hard work. You're doing an amazing job. Go out there, make it a great day, and all that you do. Show up and be fabulous. I will see you guys next week, and some of you I'll actually see this week. So long, everybody. Make it a great week.
Bye, Alana.
Thank you. Great week.
Thank you.
Thanks,
so much,
Alana.
Alana.